Welcome back, guys, to Tales of Arise, where last episode we continued fighting through the mountain trail, obtaining an artifact allowing some extra odds to be set, and learning more about the use of Dohalim's boost attack, with Kazara showing her motherly ways during our skits as she and Dohalim tried to find a new normal between them. Our exploration now continues towards our next destination. The growing pains of the group, right? The growing pains of the group. A lesson in manners we need to take, though.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes. I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Ah yes, the growing pains of the party. There are many pains about to take place.
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag-Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Been looking for you.
For me, why?
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you?
Fall.
No, ow, 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 pain.
Who the hell are you?
Bastard!
This guy's not normal!
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
He hits so hard!
All mine. Fall.
Healing circle! Radiant storm!
You picked the wrong fight.
Thank you. It's weakened!
Did you just hear me?
This ends now!
Piercing roar!
Devastation!
Let me pierce evil! Thunderblade!
I don't really want to die.
Glacial spear! Light evil!
Die.
Freeze laser! Going in!
Enjoy.
Seal! This one! Reload! Magic searing flame!
It's over.
Tiger blade!
Try harder. My turn.
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you? Till next time.
Shionne, wake up, please!
Alphen?
Shionne!
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shionne, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shionne, are you sure you're okay?
Shionne, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine, really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shionne was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Dahna astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Nias, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shionne to rest.
Hey.
Well, things got very real and very serious all of a sudden then. Sudden attack from the sky from a man who's just won't quit, and man did he hit hard.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain, but you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
It's gonna take a little bit to communicate there, aren't they? Alright, interestingly, we managed to pick the right path of several paths to the mountain trail, which means there's several other paths for us to check back here. For goodies, there's an up and a down, which we don't actually know where it leads to because that's the goal. So for now, I think we retreat. And we check out the paths we have so far missed. And get our bearings a little bit. After the big bashy we just witnessed. That guy's gonna be big trouble, isn't he?
Let's dispose of the trash.
Get behind me!
Not on my watch!
Eternal devastation!
I'm only getting
Now see that you don't get in trouble again.
Do it! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Glacial Raging Cascade!
Astral arts?
That's my cue!
Shut him down! Here I come!
Here I go!
Eternal devastation!
Glacial Spear!
Pierce on! Pierce through! Try this! Ready?
Luckily, we have managed to get our CP back from the break that did take place during the cutscene.
Sleep now! This will come in handy!
Eternal devastation!
Dance in the wind!
Take this!
Sleep now!
It's over!
So we have the fuel to fight through the enemies, and I am going to, of course, try to skip some of the enemies that we fought before.
We managed to turn the tide!
For now.
When I'm not straight, I'm missing them.
Shift at a moment's notice.
You're right.
That is.
Onward and upward.
Alright, so we need to make it to that destination, which is here.
What a rush.
Okay, this tapers round to someplace. For coming out, we're gonna have to fight those birds no matter what. I have a lot of these elementals.
Dispose of the trash.
You're finished! Crush!
Don't mind if I do.
Take this! Tiger
Here I go.
You're mine! Be still! Take this!
By the power of water!
Tear! Hurricane
Right here! I got it!
Rising Falcon!
Raging Cascade.
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that.
Yeah, we may use arts too, but we can still just do
It's over!
Lightning condemned.
regularly fairly good damage.
I'm not done! We've turned the tables on them.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back. It's over! Burn in hell!
Tiger Blade. Now, keep going. Go for it.
Prepare to crumble!
I feel stronger.
And Rinwell levels
a
up.
bit.
Good. We're counting on you, Rinwell.
On me? Well, I'll do my best.
How does Rinwell overtake Shionne and Alphen? She was behind everyone. I was so preoccupied dealing with Azugel, I slipped and fell. Make sure you don't make the same mistake as me. A raging storm beat was obtained. A beat that seems as if molded from dark astral energy itself. Its pitch black tip is sharper than a spear, striking fear in its enemies. The red chest behind some kind of monsters. Inhibitor crystals.
I won't forgive you.
Take this! You're finished!
You wanna play? Then come at me!
Here I come!
Heal force. Art expert coming through. Flame.
On guard!
You're mine!
That's it!
SG airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Oh, what? So close.
Here I come!
Let's get you all going. Radiant.
You made short work of that one.
I'm sorry. Having trouble keeping up?
Oh, I'm right behind you.
You're stronger than any Renan soldier
My
I've ever
AG.
met.
Leave the
They don't
enemy
just
art
let
to me.
anybody have a place in the Royal Guard.
Indeed. So I see.
Magic is a tiger blade.
Pierce through! Try this!
Gemini Aqua.
Rending
I'll
blast!
heal you all.
Here I come!
Now, Lost, get toasty.
Bird strike!
Will this help?
Remember the time when we used to see loads of
I can feel my precision improving.
Alpha and Shionne ones? We've left that time long behind now, haven't we? I'll use one peach gel. A 31k in gold at the very least. So monetarily, we're chugging along quite nicely. Copper chunks as well for selling.
Hi, Hoodle.
Here I come!
How dare you dodge?
Can't get out of this!
Here I come!
Hear my call.
Igneous
Eat
discharge!
dirt!
Glacial spear.
Take this!
Going in.
Somehow I didn't hit the other one.
Eternal devastation! It's over!
Healing art.
Now I'm let loose! It's over!
Ground and pound! How do you like being pounded into shape?
Rending blast!
This one's mine!
I don't mind you using a special on the guy if you wanted to take him out a little bit easier.
Be still!
Let me help. Feel.
Prepare to be sealed on the foot. Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Let's talk.
I don't think she's going to, is she?
Eternal
With
devastation!
precision like that, I'm glad you're not on the other side.
Likewise for you and that shield.
Best to stay in one another.
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
So many Phoenix Cyclones.
I can feel my power growing!
Alphen's level 26 now. Scaled crystals, a tough crystal that can disperse impacts against it. Its physical structure is so strong that it's believed to be indestructible by physical means. At least, if anything, exploring gets us the levels we need to continue on deeper.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Look sharp!
Oh, did I get there in time? I did.
Confiscated! Lunar corruption! Raging cascade!
But then I walked into the horrible spell that basically ate loads of people.
Do it! Shionne! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble. Think we overdid it?
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised you broke the guy so fast.
Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right.
Magna Ray! Annihilation!
Take this!
Magna Ray! Ready! Do it!
Come one, come
Shionne!
on!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble.
Here's a healing art!
Not a chance!
Seems I'm Celsius Fury guy at the moment.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here it flame! Reload!
Take this!
Tiger Blade! Do it! Raging cascade!
All the flashy attacks in that battle.
I feel sprightlier than before.
7 Tempest Stones, and of course we get that when the enemies are nowhere near. A Stonewing Mage Coat. A Mage Coat made by tying together Heart and Zoogle wings. Even in its auto state, the wings still hold trace amounts of astral energy indeed. So that is for you, because Mage Coat. Quite a nice boost. I'm guessing I can't go... Oh, I can. But I don't think I can reach the birds in time to continue on the battle chain bonus. They are just a little further away than we'd like. And where can I fast travel to on the mountain trail? Just wondering, because of course I want to make it to there. Because that's where our exploration takes us. It's going to be hard to... Or not. Hard to dodge. The enemies that we fought before. So we have to take the left turn up here. I'm wondering if we might come across something a bit meaner on this route. Considering everything's so out of the way. And especially because there's no enemies even up the blooming path. I would have expected a few at the very least. This is Mount Diara. And itself is a path to a new place. Not necessarily where we're supposed to be going, though. Do I check it out or not? There's no enemies. What the hell is this place?
What's that big tower over there?
Yes. Actually kind of spooky to come over here at this point.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
That's what you care about right now? The whole town the ridge stands on have long since been overrun with Zoogles. I'd only venture up if you know exactly what you're doing. A dangerous place. Horses, chicken, and pigs have all matured. We actually do get horse meat. Was not expecting that. Sure, I'll start my lucrative horse trade. Is what I do now. Right, we can now get the refined Gelwing because we've started getting some materials. The Raging Storm Beats allow me to get that. Some attack boosts for party members. Refined Group of Flood. Nature's Beauty 2nd Edition. A Flashbang Shield. Oh, bye-bye money. Bye-bye. Petrum Bowl. Oh my god, that's 56, 47, 50? And nothing for him. 30 megabones is what I need. He's not allowed. Well, a lot of guys just got way better stuff. I could probably actually sell some copper ores. I'm back to around my normal 4,000, like that kind of level. Oh, and new armor's ready to be bought. Do I buy it or do I wait for chests? Well, to be honest, I don't want to take more damage than I have to. That's a big upgrade for Shionne. They are less big upgrades for the others. So I think I'll just buy Shionne's and then leave the rest. Accessories must have new creations. Yeah, they definitely do. Lucky Bangle was, I think it was available for. Resist ring is all elemental damage down. Nice. Let's say, can I make a good magic emblem? Resistance plus 120 at level 4.
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
Of course, you gotta get there first.
Guess I'll polish up my sword.
A skit's here.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Dahnans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
We're raising a strong Dohalim. Alright, let's continue with my defense ups, because I worry otherwise.
Looks perfect and tastes just as good.
That's how I talk. And now we can spend some time with Dohalim.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? You worried about what's going on with Menancia?
What makes you think that?
Well, you were speaking to Kisara earlier, weren't you?
It's rude to listen in on others, you know.
Sorry. I didn't hear what you two were actually talking about, though. I just figured it was Menancia since it was the two of you.
I am but a former lord who has abandoned his post. I'm no longer in a position to lead the realm in any capacity whatsoever. Yet Kisara still seeks out my opinions, knowing full well that is the case. This despite the fact I am no longer her master either.
Couldn't it be precisely because you're not her master anymore? It's natural for friends to want to hear each other's opinions.
I hadn't considered that possibility.
It's funny what you miss sometimes.
Hardly uncommon among artistic types such as myself. When lordships are decided based solely on one's astral energy, it can lead to funny results.
But even so, You still took your job as Lord seriously, didn't you?
Certainly. I learned to perform my functions. However, I was less interested in ruling, so much as avoiding life and death decisions. Of course, such a mentality in the end led only to sickening pain and death taking place elsewhere out of sight. I pretended not to see or hear any of it, content to let our supposed peace and equality keep me blind and deaf to reality. I was a fool.
But you're making amends.
I would like to think so. The path ahead is dark, yet I still walk on. I merely pray that I shan't fall down any holes along the way.
We are now closer to Dohalim.
We'd best get ready for tomorrow.
So I think we'll step into this place, but I don't know if we'll stay here on the basis that it might be a side quest itself.
Guess I misread the landing.
Or we just can't go through.
Not this way, I guess.
Was I supposed to jump through? Take a running leap? That might be another reason why we shouldn't go there yet.
Not this way, I guess.
Not this way, I guess. Okay, that area looks locked off for now. And might open up at some time in the future is what you gotta think. So with the mountain trail checked out. Oh, we can't fast travel to here? Oh my goodness. I guess we're going back down the base then. And walking our way back to go. A massive ruin at the bottom, a massive tower at the top of a mountain. It's definitely something of extreme interest. But it's not for us to fiddle around with just yet. Onwards to our next city. There's probably more open terrain to pass through on the way to that. Great success. Plotted the path, Max. Oh, we're nearly there. It wouldn't surprise me if we get pulled back to here, to be honest. I haven't gained any weird items, have I, in the meantime, have I? Apart from horse meat. Horse meat's one of those weird things, isn't it? Of course, a lot of people think of horses more as the pet type animal, so there's that big thing about horse meat and burgers and stuff in the UK for a bit. That's a fast travel point. Different cultures have different views on using horse meat. Japanese, fine with it, obviously. Meat's meat.